Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 104 of our Enigmatica 6 Let's Play series. Where today I am going to continue working towards our ethylene setup and everything, but I popped over just to check up on all of our stuff here, and our bottleneck seems to be our sulfur. Like, if we come over here, making our sulfur dust, I guess we're okay on our gunpowder. We're not doing too bad. This isn't the fastest machine in the world, even fully upgraded. Yeah, I think it's just because this thing's slow. So what happens is this is never backing. It's backstuffed on its oxygen, but this guy is just waiting for the sulfur dust to come in. But I mean, I guess we're maintaining. Like, we're not. Yeah, we're maintaining. This guy is slow. Does he have upgrades? No, I didn't put any upgrades in him. Aha. Let's get a speed and energy. Oh, that might be why we have a little bit of a bottleneck here. I mean, it's not like hurting us or anything, but like you hate to see it. Because I want everything to back stuff is ultimately the goal, is everything back stuff, and then it'll all stop running. So our fissile field's filling up, and it's going to fill up into there. Okay, we'll come back and check up on this guy later. What we need to do is continue towards our liquid ethylene setup. So I just left there, but I need to come right back. Okay, so where did we leave off? Exactly where we were before, because I did nothing in between episodes. So we have an exporter, and we have these guys getting filled up with water, right? Correct. So we need the hydrogen to go inside of the pressurized reaction chamber. Is that correct? Yes, the hydrogen and then a biofuel. So hydrogen needs to output to the right. That is dark blue gas. Turn off auto eject. Dark blue needs to output to the right. Auto eject on. And then you, gas. You're going to input, and we got hydrogen. Thank goodness. Okay, cool. Both of these guys are going to need some power, so let's get a point. And this is going to be our ethylene production. Great. That's what we're going to produce ultimately out of this is ethylene. Yes. So let's pop down here, set this guy up here with a universal cable going to this guy. My network, and this is ethylene prod. Okay. So we should now have water and hydrogen filling up in here, and we are going to dump the excess oxygen. Okay. Are we? Don't we need oxygen for the usage of the substrate? We need oxygen to make HDPE. We could set up another electrolytic separator. These things aren't that bad. They don't use that much power, so especially once fully upgraded even. Which let's do. At mechanism upgrades, and again, if you remember, we are producing 300,000 RF a tick out there whenever we turn our machine on, which will be turned back on soon. It's just not on right now because of well, we need to do something with our nuclear waste. We could have a buildup of nuclear waste, I mean, if we really wanted to, but yeah, we're full on both of these. Okay, so that is water. Now we need to get biofuel. So we need an input and an output on this thing. Oh, I just realized we need biofuel. I'm thinking potatoes go directly into this, but no, we need a crusher in line with this setup. Okay, so if I get a crusher here, we can import potatoes into the crusher directly. Yeah. Then we just need to get the ethylene out somewhere. So if I put a crusher here, and we get that powered, mechanical pipe, not mechanical pipe, that pipe, there we go. And let's get an exporter set up for this guy. And really, we could, instead of using exporters, we could use XNet to move all this stuff around, and it would make it so that we could only use, we didn't have to use all these sides. But whatever. I'm already set up. I'm committed to this method of setup here. So exporter can go there, and you are going to get potatoes, sir. Because that's what I have the most of, right? Substrate comes from biofuel. What gets us? Winter grass, glow cane, dandelions. Gets us 5. Wow, that's a lot. Rose bushes get you 5. Well, potatoes get you 5, I guess. They say watermelon's the best because, I mean, it would make sense if you had a cloche of watermelon and then you had a crusher to get the watermelon slices, or sawmill or something. So you get watermelon and then it'll come into 8. So each melon will get you 8. If you throw that into a cloche, that'll get you 2 per operation. I just don't know how fast the garden cloche is going to be. Plus, like, we don't have any of this stuff. We have not dove into immersive engineering at all, which we would need to get the treated wood and the vacuum tubes. Do I have any vacuum tubes? Have I picked any up? No. So potatoes for now. If it becomes an issue, we can look into other options. But for now, potatoes is what we're going to export into this. So you can get items from the back is going to be an input, and then output to the left. And then you are going to do items, nothing. You are going to input from the right. And you are going to auto eject on. Okay, so biofuel popping over here. Okay. A new machine apparently that we need to mute. Where are you? Thank you. Okay, so that is that, and we are producing ethylene and substrate. Sweet, that's exactly what we want. Now, we need to get both the substrate and the ethylene out of this guy. And the substrate, well, actually the substrate and the ethylene are going to go into another machine with oxygen. You're going to go into another pressurized reaction chamber with liquid. It's got to be liquid ethylene. It does. So we have to decondentrate the ethylene coming out of this. So if we decondentrate it here, we can set the other pressurized reaction chamber up on the top of this. Items can be pumped. Let's see if we can make this as compact as possible. So we need liquid ethylene, right? The usage of this. Usage, thank you. Yeah, liquid ethylene. You come from a rotary condensator. That's what it's called. Go ahead and make all the stuff needed for this. And then go ahead and make that. So if we put this, okay, so you are gases, yes, only inputting. Okay, so if we put you here and we give you power as well, okay, and we say gases, right? Input on the back, and we are going to decondentrate, and you gases output to the front. Auto eject probably. Gases output to the front, eject is on. You gases input from the back. There we go. Okay. So it's turning into liquid ethylene. So then we need another pressurized reaction chamber. Oh, look, we do. Where did we get this from? Why is this here? It has nothing in it. I'm not going to question it. What I'm going to do is turn off everything, though, before I put it away. Don't do anything, please. Energy is going to be an issue for this guy, but we will figure it out. Okay, so let's put this guy here. And get a... So you items are going to, from the bottom, input. And you are going to items to the top, output, auto eject. Cool. Substrates are going in there. Nice. And then you have liquid ethylene, which needs a mechanical pipe to here. And you are going to fluids from the front input, and then fluids from the... You're not getting any fluids, so let's turn all of that off. From the top, output, liquid ethylene. Okay. Morphing tool, just to set this up. Bam. And then lastly, we need a pressurized tube from here. You are going to get your oxygen gases. Oxygen is the cyan, correct? Gases. Cyan output to the top. I'm going to have to break this tube. Yeah, this is going to need broken because it probably just filled up with oxygen or hydrogen. There we go. And then you are going to be set to gases input on the left. And there you go. Oxygen, ethylene, substrate. Why aren't you doing the thing? Oxygen, liquid ethylene, substrate. You out of power? You're out of power. Let's get another point. Flux point. Energy from the top. My network. And this is going to be HDPE prod. And there we go, HDPE pellets, exactly what we need. And then we just need to get an importer. It's a fairly compact setup, I'd say. Again, just like this setup. I like it. Other than the fact that I have to have an extra flux point, so it requires two, but if I used XNet, that wouldn't be necessary, but I just didn't. I had already set up most of this, so I didn't want to, go ahead and set up XNet. And then items output the back, auto eject. And there we go. HDPE pellets being created. Sweet. And then if we go over here back to our main base and we say, okay, HDPE sheets are going to go into an enrichment chamber. And then we go to this mechanism area and we find our enrichment chamber that has all our recipes. That's you. Bam. Now, when we need sheets, we have sheets on AutoCraft, which means we should be able to make this. Let's see what happens. Also, we should be able to make this, the radiation shielding for our armor. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. They're going to require, maybe I should just teach the system how to make this. Because it's good to have just in case we accidentally blow something up, Let's teach the system how to make this. And then teach the system how to make this. Both of you go in there. So we're going to need 4 radiation. We need 4 of these. Missing bronze nuggets. Wait, are you kidding me? I don't have bronze in a thing. I guess not. I guess I don't use bronze that often. So let's craft 4 of those. So that's going to do its thing. And the solar neutron activator should be... Oh, don't tell me I just used one of those sheets. I did. I used the sheet that I needed for this. Go ahead and create another one. Okay. And then while we're at it, we can do this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so close. Go ahead and create some more compressed iron. Go ahead and do this. There's the solar neutron activator. The potato can go away. We just need 1 more of these. Bam. All right. Real quick, before we continue, let's go... Where the heck is this thing? Ignore the sound. It's very loud over here. Let's go ahead and add a radiation shield. Radiation. So now in case I do, blow up the whole area over there, we can at least get back and not have to worry about the radiation. Cool. And yeah, that was our solar neutron activator. Okay, cool. So let's go back to our reactor area. Looks like we need to take a nap. Again, it's so hard because we live underwater. I don't ever notice what time it is. Okay, let's just kill this spider over here before he, decides to kill me. And this freaking creeper. Get out of here. All right. So we need to take this solar neutron activator and go away. I killed everything, so I didn't have to deal with it, and then you still showed up. So we need to convert this into polonium. So let's get this set up. Also, radioactive waste or nuclear waste cannot be put into a quantum entangler. There is no wireless transfer ability of it. So just something to keep in mind. It is blacklisted in pretty much everything. So you got to run pipes everywhere. Solar neutron activator. Okay. Now, this guy. Does the quest book talk to me about it? Solar neutron activator, nuclear waste. In the polonium processing, I can never remember. This thing is very finicky on where it can accept stuff. There is no configuration UI. I do not remember if we have to pump the waste into the bottom or into the front. And that is concerning because, well, again, if you break a pipe containing nuclear waste, well, it ain't good. Let me just say that. You don't want to do it. So what do we do here? Well, what we do is we pop over to here to Google and look it up. Yeah. Input is on the bottom, output is on the front. There we go. See, that was simple. Input's the bottom, so we need to get pressurized tubes into the bottom. And remember, I said I do not want to use... I don't want to have all of our nuclear waste sitting in these pipes. I want to get them into the system. So we're going to use just the basic pressurized tubes to move from over here to over there. And I'm not going to hook up to that yet. Bam. Nuclear waste is going in. Bam. And I got to be very careful not to break anything by accident. Okay. So now, in theory, bam, nuclear waste. Keep in mind, this is a solar neutron activator, which means that it runs off of the power of the sun. Does not work at night. It makes sense that it doesn't work at night, but just something, keep in mind. If you're following along with me, nighttime, no good for solar neutron activator. Okay, so then that just processed. I mean, that was pretty easy, pretty quick. That processed everything into polonium. And now this polonium just needs to be put into a pressurized reaction chamber with some water. Pressurized reaction chamber. Bookmark U. And go ahead and make it. Come on. Come on. Okay, there's an enrichment chamber, and then we need all this stuff. And remember, this guy does need power, so we're going to need to get a point for him. Pressurized reaction chamber, bam. And this guy, I mean, the only thing polonium is used for is this, so correct? Usage. Literally, I mean, I guess it can go into there and yeah, it converts into antimatter, but we're not doing that, so bam. You have all the polonium. You're going to need power with a point. Our network, and this is polonium pellet prod. Okay, so you have that, and then you're just going to need water. I guess the easiest way to get you water is probably just to get a sink. See, I mean, I could pump water over from our refined storage system, but I'd have to run a cable all the way over here, and that's a long path. So let's just put a sink. I guess we're gonna just put a sink on your head. Ultimate mechanical pipe here, and then a sink here. Beautiful. You got a sink, polonium, do the thing. Oh my goodness, don't tell me I did that wrong. Oh, you need fluorite dust. Oh goodness gracious, that scared me. Okay, we need fluorite dust. Problem is we have all our fluorite going into our machine. What's our best option? A crusher. You know what? We don't need that much fluorite dust because every fluorite dust that we get is going to create. It's 1-to-1. So let's just go crush some of this really quick back home. If we go into here and I find our crushing factory, and I put that in there. Wait, no. Okay. Let's try that again. I guess if you smelt fluorite dust, it smelts back into, yeah, anyway. Let's try this. Auto sort. Why are you not auto sorting? Yes, and all that's getting dumped into the system. Okay, so fluorite dust. Okay, cool. So then we can go back out here. Where are you at? To our reactor, and we can turn our reactor on now. Go ahead and activate. So it's going to start creating nuclear waste, and we're going to see that coming into here, and then pumping into here to make polonium. Nice. Let's get our fluorite dust. Put that in here, and there we go. Shabam. Let's get our suite of upgrades just to speed this guy up. And I don't know if he takes gas, but we're going to try it. Speed upgrades. Gas would be nice. No. How about you? Can you do gas? I didn't think so. Yeah, gas would be nice. Use less polonium, but hey. And you don't accept anything at all. And polonium pellets are not radioactive, so you can, drop them, you can pick them up. Once they're in pellet form, we are safe to pick them up. Polonium is also radioactive. Do not break a pipe with polonium in it. Something else to keep in mind. Now we have spent nuclear waste, and we need to deal with this spent nuclear waste before it builds up in here, because this machine will stop. The spent nuclear waste is like, that's what I said was super duper gross. So let's just go ahead and steel. Let me just freaking steel, driving me nuts. Now for the spent nuclear waste, we're definitely going to use the big pipes. Okay, so let's go ahead and we need to get, this is going to come out. What do I have in the bottom? No, it's going to have to come out of the side. I don't want it to mix with that by accident. And then let's also come down here and say each of these pipes, I need the middle section yet. None. None. Oh, that's not what I intended. Oh no. Normal. Normal. Okay. No radiation. I want, no. I'm trying to get this side to be none. Okay, so if I put a pipe there, nothing should connect to that, correct? If I put pipes here, no connection. Okay, good. That's what I wanted. That's what I was trying to do the whole time. So then we're going to want ultimate pressurized. Just get a stack of those. Right? I don't have any? Yes. Okay. Whew, that scared me. That could have been a disaster. And look, we got polonium pellets in here. Sweet. So what we're going to do is we're going to pump that spent nuclear waste that we are almost full on, and we're just going to run it to the river over here. I'm making a massive mess, but whatever. That isn't going to work. Okay. Let's go here. Yeah, I mean, it'll work. It'll work. Okay, so we're going to run down and we're going to run straight over to this little river here. And this is fine. It can just run. It doesn't really matter. Okay, let's see. Are our pipes ready? Oh, what did I do? I hit a button too. What button did I hit? Nope. I turned off my night vision. Excuse me. Core components. Hello. I turned off my night vision and I don't know how I did it. Oh, I took my helmet off somehow. Okay. Don't know what, I don't know how that happened. I took my helmet off. Let's take a nap. Let's grab our pressurized tubes. Pressurized tubes. And get this spent nuclear waste out of here because this stuff is junk. Good. Oh, come on. And remember, the spent nuclear waste is going to sit in these pipes too. So this is stuff I do not care about. So every one of these pipes is going to be like a 160 bucket buffer or something like that. So honestly, running it all the way out to the ocean isn't super duper necessary, or this river, because, well, it's all going to sit into these pipes, but whatever. Let's go. But you got to get it underwater, you know, in case it's hot. I don't know. Don't mechanism. I thought mechanism pipes waterlogged. Yeah, they do. Kinda. Okay, well, that's all the pipes I had, so that's as far as we're going, except for these few extras that I misplaced, but also need one to connect to the machine with. Bam. And then you are going to be set to your gas. output. Yes. And gas input on the back. Yes. Correct? Correct. Okay, cool. So the spent nuclear waste is flowing to these tubes all the way out here to the ocean or river, whatever you want to call this thing. And then we will just set up some radioactive barrels for it all to dump into. Bam. Bam. There we go. Look at that. 16 buckets. No gas stored. And we can just fill up a bunch of these with some more tubes. But yeah, there we go. We have successfully... Let's get my building gadget to fill this back in. Building gadget. Okay. Build to me, buddy. Yeah, now no one's the wiser either, you know? Bam. Can't even tell that we're dumping nuclear radiation out into nuclear waste out into the ocean. You know, anyway, okay, so that is our polonium pellets, which is exactly what we need to get working on our fusion reactor, which is going to be next episode. And it is a fitting episode because, yeah, this is 103, 104, 105. Yeah, next episode I think is our last episode. That's going to be the last episode for our Enigmatica 6 Let's Play series. So yeah, we'll kick off nuclear fusion, get buku power going for us, and then wrap things up. So yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. And thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one. Take it easy.